It all started with a question that seemed harmless, the kind of question you never think will flip your world upside down. Looking back, I can see how a single choice set off a chain of events I can never take back. What I thought would be a harmless escape just before my wedding turned into the moment everything started to fall apart. I had been with Ryan, my fiancé, for 2 years. We met at work, both ambitious, both passionate, and both caught up in the whirlwind of our own lives. Ryan seemed flawless at first, dependable, kind, driven. The kind of person who would drop everything to help someone, the kind of partner I thought I wanted. But over time I started feeling trapped. Our relationship, once full of sparks and laughter, was settling into a predictable routine. We'd moved in together, set a wedding date, and on the surface everything seemed perfect. But underneath it all I felt restless, craving more than just comfort and stability. That's when Nathan, my best friend from college, came back into my life. We'd always had a unique bond, but after graduation, life had pulled us in different directions. He moved to New York to chase his career while I stayed behind. Our contact had been occasional at best, a quick check-in here and there, until one evening I got a message. "Hey, I'm in town this weekend. Want to catch up?" I didn't hesitate. Seeing Nathan had always felt easy, effortless. Time apart hadn't dulled our connection. We laughed like we used to, reminiscing about old adventures, college nights, and shared dreams. But this time things felt different. I was engaged to Ryan, yet the familiarity with Nathan stirred emotions I hadn't expected. I couldn't bring myself to tell Ryan the truth. He trusted me, maybe even a little possessively, and I worried he wouldn't understand. So I lied. I said I had to work late on a Saturday, inventing a fake deadline. He didn't question it. He trusted me, and that trust left me both relieved and guilty. When I arrived in New York, Nathan was waiting for me at the hotel. Same boyish grin I remembered, now softened with maturity. We hugged, and for a moment it felt like nothing had changed. That night we wandered the city streets, ate at our favorite spots, and laughed until our sides hurt. The chemistry was undeniable, though I tried to chalk it up to nostalgia. The next day we explored more of the city. Nathan suggested lunch at a rooftop cafe. Drinks, stories, laughter. I felt alive in a way I hadn't in months. I ignored the voice in my head warning me of the consequences. Then, as the sun started to dip, Nathan stopped abruptly on Fifth Avenue, turning toward me. His face had grown serious. "Do you ever think about us?" he asked quietly. I laughed nervously, hoping to shrug it off. "Us? What do you mean?" "You know what I mean," he said, stepping closer. "We've always had a connection. I've wondered what would have happened if we tried." My heart froze. I was engaged to Ryan. Everything I thought I wanted suddenly felt like a lie. "Nathan, I can't," I whispered, voice shaking. "I'm getting married. I can't do this." He didn't step back. He reached for my arm. "I know, but I can't ignore how I feel. I think you feel it too." In that moment I felt torn like never before. The steady love and safety with Ryan, or the thrilling forbidden familiarity with Nathan. I pulled away, trying to regain control. Back home, tension clung to me like a shadow. Ryan noticed immediately. No warm welcome, no relief, just silence. The next day, the truth hit me like a freight train. Ryan sat in the living room, arms crossed, eyes heavy with disappointment. "I know what happened," he said softly. My stomach dropped. "What do you mean?" I asked, panic rising. "I know about New York. I know what you did, Ava. I can't be part of this." I tried to explain, tried to convince him it wasn't what it seemed, that I was confused, but he wouldn't listen. He walked out, leaving me alone with the crushing weight of my actions. The following days blurred together. My calls went unanswered. I saw him around, laughing with friends, and I knew I had lost him. The man who loved me unconditionally. I tried to rationalize my trip, telling myself nothing had happened. But deep down I knew the truth. I had broken something that could never be repaired. Nathan had been a fleeting thrill, a reminder of the risk I'd taken and the love I'd lost. My craving for excitement had cost me the one person who truly mattered. Ryan deserved honesty, devotion, and trust. I had given him lies, secrecy, and doubt. In chasing a spark, I had extinguished a flame. And all that remained were fragments of a relationship I had carelessly shattered, and the memory of a fleeting temptation that could never replace the love I had destroyed.